Hey, Elise.
By a show of hands, how many of you have ever been to jail? By a show of hands now, how many of you consume alcohol? Thank you for your honesty. I'm here today to inform you on the 3 types of alcohol consumption. Although it's normal to consume alcohol, it's good to understand drinking habits to keep yourself and those around you safe. I once spent 13 hours in a women's prison facility, but we'll talk about that later. I've worked in the service industry for nearly 10 years, and I'm very interested in being hyper aware of how much alcohol I consume and those around me to keep everybody else safe. The 3 types of alcohol consumption are moderate drinkers, binge drinkers, and heavy drinkers. First, according to the CDC, would be moderate drinking. The CDC is the Center for Alcohol and Disease. Moderate drinkers make up the majority of the drinking population and are statistically considered to be in a healthful range. The CDC considers moderate drinkers 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. Don't get a little nervous. And according to the CDC, 1 drink is 12 ounces of beer at 4% ABV, that's alcohol by volume, 5 ounces of wine at 12%, or 1.5 ounces of hard liquor at 80 proof. That would be your general mixed drinks, vodka, soda, gin and tonic, whiskey. If you exceed those standards, you might be more than a moderate drinker. For example, if you drink 2 beers that are above 4%, you're exceeding those standards. And just so we're clear, a domestic beer is generally above 4%. A Bud Light is 4.3%. And according to a study published in Alcohol Research in 2012, called the International Comparisons of Alcohol Consumption, with growth in the alcohol industry all over the world, we're now seeing beers and different spirits that have way more than what is traditionally considered the ABV per volume. You like those fancy beers? Those IPAs? Those Belgian beers or sours? Those can be 6%, 7%, 8% alcohol by volume. 1 beer could actually be 2 drinks. Now that we've talked a little bit about moderate drinking, let's move on to what us college kids are probably more concerned about, which is binge drinking. Binge drinking by the CDC is considered over 4 drinks for women on 1 occasion and over 5 drinks for men on 1 occasion. Some statistics that might call close to home. According to a survey titled Results from the 2015 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, Detailed Tables, conducted by the Center for Behavioral Health Statistics and Quality, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Resources, 37.8% of college students reported binge drinking in the past month. Statistically, that's 4 of every 10 of us in this class. And we are a football town, so when we think about tailgating or going out to parties, we might be a little higher on that spectrum than other colleges. The study also states that only 32.6% of non-college students reported binge drinking in the past month. So that means statistically, us college students are at a higher risk of binge drinking than just anybody in our age demographic. Lastly, now that we've talked about moderate drinking and binge drinking, let's move on to the most dangerous of all, heavy drinking. The CDC defines heavy drinking as over 8 drinks in 1 week for women and over 15 drinks in 1 week for men. Our age demographic is actually the highest for heavy drinking. According to that same 2015 survey on drug use and health, 10.9% of people ages 18 to 25 partook in heavy alcohol use. That means if this class was full and there was about 25 of us, that would be 3 of us in this class. Heavy alcohol use can cause many health issues, both long and short term. According to the Department of Health and Human Resources, excessive drinking will include both binge and heavy drinking, and it's responsible for 88,000 deaths in the United States every year. Also, 1 in every 10 deaths in working adults ages 20 to 65 is related to excessive alcohol consumption. Today we've discussed moderate drinking, binge drinking, and heavy drinking. I was arrested at 22 for drinking and driving. I hope that you will all learn from me and keep your keys at home if there's any chance that you're going to binge drink or drink heavily. And keep an eye on those around you. Next time you imbibe amongst friends, I hope that you'll keep an eye on the amount that you're consuming as well as everybody else so that everybody can stay as safe as possible.